This is the Jurassic World Charge and Chomp Carnotaurus. But this is not my Jurassic World Charge and Chomp Carnotaurus. No, today we're taking a look at my custom-commissioned Lost World Jurassic Park chameleon Carnotaurus. So stick around to see it reviewed and even a surprise other dinosaur. Hey guys, Gary the Gremlin here, but I can't deal with that now. I've got big news! We've got a new co-host! Meet Gary the Godzilla. Beyond that though, I've got news even more exciting. Today, we'll be opening my first ever commissioned custom.
Wow.
You guys know that I'm a fan of repainting my own toys, but sometimes you need the work of a professional to get the job done. That's why I owe the biggest thank you of all time to Walter the Only One. Walter reached out to me on Instagram and offered to send me whatever custom figure I wanted for free.
Life, there's roadblocks. Don't let nothing stop you.
Dude is a legend, and I am so thankful for this gift of his. Naturally, one of my favorite dinosaurs of all time is Stegosaurus.
Psych!
And I really love some of the Jurassic World evolution skins for that species. It seemed only obvious to ask Walter to paint up a Hammond Collection Stego with those colors for my special custom. But then, of course, I put it to a poll and my second idea, a Lost World Carnotaurus, won in a landslide.
Bruh.
That's life, I guess. I joke, of course, because I really also wanted this Carnotaurus done as well. The Lost World camouflaging Carnotaurus is a really iconic and cool design. And while the video game version with the chameleon eyes and bright green colors is really cool, I've always loved this gecko-inspired color scheme by one of my favorite artists, Frederick Wierum. And with this strange and gangly new Mattel Carnotaurus, the stars seemed to align and I had a perfect candidate for a repaint. So let's open the package. But first, if you've watched my most recent live stream, you would have seen me show these off. We have some fan mail to open. Watch out for that audio change, gang. We're going to the unboxing recording. This letter comes addressed to one Gary the Gremlin at my P.O. box, which if you want to send me fan mail, you can do so right here. It's this address, very nicely written. This comes from J. Mabin. And on the back, it says, "Don't look on the back." Whoops. Don't look on the back of this fan art. So that's telling me not to look on the back of the fan art inside, or just not to look at the back of this. Either way, I think I'm going to do both. Let's open it up. I might have to invest in a Gary the Gremlin letter opener at some point here. Got a nice thick little thing inside. Let's open it up. Woo! Ooh, okay. A little Rahasaurus. I feel like that's not supposed to be the first thing I see in here. And a little Jurassic World Dominion Ghost Atrociraptor from Jack's Edits to Gary the Gremlin. On the back, this is the thing we were not supposed to see. You know what, I'm going to blur it out. You guys can't see this. And on the back, oh, a crab! I love a crab. Crab, very nice. There is nothing else inside. I kind of expected a letter, but J. Mabin, if that is your name, if it's Jack's Edits, that is very nice. Thank you so much for these. We're going to get these up on the wall right now.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
We haven't even opened the package. And I already killed our new co-host. I am just so happy and so proud of our little fan art wall coming together right now, and I think it looks so great. And that is why I'm going to make sure to definitely not rip this paper right here so I can cut out this amazing illustration made by Walter and put it on the wall as well. But let's go ahead and open up this big old package. Uh-oh. Blur and post that it says his address right there. I will definitely do that. Ooh. Whew. That was a lot. Is that in focus? The T-Rex came out all right. That's good. Go ahead and cut this open. I am surprised that this figure was able to fit in here. All right. Opening this up. Ooh. We've got one very big long boy right here. And something else surely buried deep down in here. Oh, what is this? Oh. Here, we have got our two mystery items. We know what this one is. Let's get to him in a minute. I have to see what is in this little yellow bag. Walt went ahead and gave me a hint that this is a Walking with Dinosaurs item, and that only real Walking with Dinosaur fans will know. What does that mean? Well, let's see. I'm curious if it is a Mattel toy. Oh? What is this? Oh, that is really great. Holy cow. Walt, for free? No way. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see this? It is my man, Big Al. So this must be a Walking with Dinosaurs figure, and he's repainted it, and man, has he repainted it well. You know the deal. Play the theme song. We have got the Walking with Dinosaurs Ballad of Big Al, Allosaurus. Oh, Walt, thank you so much. This is crazy. This is a fantastic paint job on this guy, and it's honestly a really cool figure. It's nice to have this specific weird kind of Walking with Dinosaurs Allosaurus design with this awesome color scheme. So well detailed. Now, where was this guy for the Allosaurus dinosaur debate? I needed him. All right, we'll look at him more later. Let's go ahead and get to our main event. All right, here is our big boy. Let's get him out. I've been so excited for this. Ooh. He is very nicely bubble wrapped to keep him safe. Oh man, look at that foot. So we got a little piece of tape right here. A little more tape right here. Be very careful. Take his dainty little shoes off. Ah, oh, man. Holy cow. Cow. I say cow for making money purposes. Man. Look at this absolute beast of a Carnotaurus. Oh my god. I am so blown away by this. This is insane. Right you are, live unboxing Gary the Gremlin. This paint job is absolutely insane. I don't think I could have asked for a tougher paint job for Walt to tackle, but man, did he do it justice. There are so many subtle and layered paint applications here that really give this Carno the shifting camouflage appearance described in the book. We've got rumors of a Hammond Collection Indominus Rex coming up later in the year, and seeing how great Walter did here, I might just have to commission up a leaf pattern Indominus to match this Forest Carnotaurus. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. It's actually kind of insane to me with how seemingly famous the Lost World chameleon Carnotaurus design is, and just how much fan art of it there is out there that we haven't gotten a single official figure of it from any company ever. Guess it doesn't matter now anyways, cause there's no way on earth Mattel could ever make anything to match this custom. I'm not just blown away by the sheer amount of paint, as well as the patterns and stripes, but also just by how crisp and clean it is. There's nothing here that looks like paint strokes or brushwork at all. It all looks so well done and polished. I really love the choice to pick out every single large raised scoot on the back with this nice tan color, as well as plenty of small scales picked out in light or bright green colors. I'm also really digging the super subtle bits of dark green and blue on the lips and the face. I told Walter to go all out on this one and just generally follow the illustration as a guide, and this was a great bit of artistic liberty on his part. Every single square millimeter of this Carno has been fully detailed. I mean, even take a look at the underbelly. There's so much going on here, and I really love this great, rich, warm color. My camera truly cannot do justice to this figure. I might have to open an in-person museum so people can travel to come see this piece of art history. It's also important to note that Mattel did a pretty great job with the original sculpt on this figure. There's so many nice scales and spikes to be highlighted by the paint. Design-wise, I've heard many people call this Carno more paleo-accurate than the stock Jurassic World Carno design, which I'm confused by. Huh? This guy is nothing like a paleo-accurate Carno. It's definitely much more of a movie monster thing. If anything, it reminds me so much of the Disney dinosaur Carnotaurus. It's got the same borderline tyrannosaur proportions, and the head sculpt is almost dead on. And even if it's not paleo accurate at all, I still love it. It feels so mean and 90s in the kind of way that perfectly suits a Lost World color scheme. I feel like this is kind of like what a Stan Winston Carnotaurus could have potentially ended up looking like. I really love how big and wide his mouth is. It sort of reminds me of a Pac-Man frog. That or No Face from Spirited Away when he's hungry. To be honest though, the original Mattel color scheme is honestly not that bad for a mainline figure, and I actually really like the addition of blue to differentiate it from the usual Jurassic World Carnotaurus. Spider-Man Carno? Sure, why the hell not?
Pizza time.
While we're on the topic of the original Mattel figure, however, this is not just a custom, it's also a review of this toy. This thing is really weird, and I've even seen it getting some hate online, but you know what? Charge and Chomp Carno may be a weird one, but he's alright in my book. The gimmick of this figure is, as the name might suggest, a charging and chomping one. Holding him up and pushing a button on the tail makes his legs run wildly and the head snap up and down, biting all around. It's definitely one of the most unique and out there gimmicks I've seen on a Mattel toy, so I think it deserves some points for that. However much fun that gimmick may be for the children, please won't somebody think of the children, it does mean he's sort of perpetually stuck in the absolute madman pose. It also makes him a little hard to stand up, but these rotating feet help with that a little bit. By the way, that was basically the entire articulation segment right there. Don't believe me? Posing time!
Huh?
Not including parts tied to the gimmick, the only moving parts are these feet which can swivel, and these tiny titty arms which can also swivel. That's it. Kill the music. I really like when Mattel is able to craft a figure that has both a gimmick and articulation that can work together. I feel like they did it pretty fine back on the old Indominus Rex, but here on the Carno, not so much. It's alright though, because frankly, I'm scared to touch this guy. I've had no paint scratch mishaps so far. Whatever paint sealer Walter used seems to be working just great, but I don't want to risk it. The less moving joints, the better as far as I can tell. If you really want, it's easy enough to stick a toothpick in his jaw for some thumbnail-y roar poses, and if you want to get super crazy, any old action figure stand, like this one from the Nanmu Alpha, can help to hold him up for more normal-looking poses. As normal as a 30-foot-long chameleon bull dinosaur can look. Speaking of size comparison time. To the top of his back, he's right about 6.5 inches tall. And from tail tip to horn tip, best as I can figure, around 17-ish inches long. That's big enough to qualify for some expensive USPS shipping, I can tell you that. For some usual size comparisons, here's Action Master Grimlock, Gary the Godzilla, the Gary the Gremlin Council of Raptors, and some 1/18 scale human figures. For some Lost World novel buddies, we've got the Hammond Collection Mosasaurus and Ornitholestes, as well as the Parasaurolophus, and most importantly, the Hammond Collection Carnotaurus. These two look really fantastic together, and it's really making me wish I had a spare Hammond Collection Carno to get customized. Unfortunately, I already sold all of my kidneys making buck versus buck. Please go watch that video, please! Also, if you were wondering, this Carno looks really great alongside some of my other customs, though it really outclasses them so much in terms of quality and craftsmanship. Don't worry, I will be examining and learning and deconstructing this Carnotaurus toy and studying the methods of Walter's elite painting until I too can paint on his level. And then we'll have a paint to the death or something like that. Before I forget, we've also got this amazing little Allosaurus. I have now been informed that everything I said in the unboxing segment is wrong. This is not an official Walking with Dinosaurs figure, and it is not Big Al. This is the Polar Allosaurus from Walking with Dinosaurs Spirits of the Ice Forest. I guess I am just a fake fan. Though I may have gotten my Allosauruses confused, I still can appreciate some damn fine paintwork. I once again am going to use my favorite word for this segment: subtlety. There's some really lovely subtle red on the neck that just looks so great, and I love these very tiny little circle patterns that have been painted so clean and fine. The mouth can open and close, and I really love the W addition on the foot. Perfect timing for Toy Story 5, huh? I was really shocked to learn that this is not an official Walking with Dinosaurs figure that's been repainted, since this big heavy head looks so much like the misshapen yet iconic Allosaurus from Walking with Dinosaurs. Turns out this is a Schleich figure, which is really odd that they were just straight ripping off the outdated and wrong Walking with Dinosaurs design with their figure. Like I said earlier, Allosaurus vs. Allosaurus Part 2, anyone? We joke, but it really is fun to have these three wildly different Allos all together. One last time, I have got to thank Walter for gifting me this amazing repaint. Make sure to check out his Instagram and give him a follow. I'll leave a link in the description. I believe he's got customs open, so you can reach out to him if you want your own fantastic dinosaur like this. I also want to thank you for watching the video so far. It means a lot to me that you did, and if you really liked it, please consider being on the Gary the Gremlin team and absolutely smashing all those YouTube buttons. One final thing, I need your advice. What color scheme do you want to see on this Spinosaurus? I'm planning on sculpting this guy a custom crest to transform him into the super exciting and fabulous Spinosaurus mirabilis, but I'm having trouble deciding what colors to go with. There's so many to pick from. I want to go for something very naturalistic and real, so drop me the names of some animals with striking colors below in the comments. It could be a bird, a lizard, a fish, or a mountain goat for all that I care. Just tell me some cool natural colors down in the comments. Alright, that's it for this one. I'll see you all later. Stick around for that community showcase. Gary the Gremlin, out.